Don't hit the lamp, or your friends. Or as the case may be.
The second the PlayStation Move existed, I'm like, wow, we are copying the Wii. Oops, we realize that the Wii is making more money than us. We have to correct this.
Whatever. Nintendo doesn't view PlayStation or Xbox as...
They don't even... I feel like sometimes Nintendo doesn't even realize that it has competition because it just does whatever the fuck it wants.
Nintendo's like...
Wii! Year of the Luigi!
It's like, they don't give two shits about you guys. It's actually kind of excellent.
Alrighty.
But I like how we always start off like making it sound like we might actually blow up a computer. We're like, yeah, it's working! All I had to do was push 2 buttons, but it's kind of a big deal.
Because I don't trust computers. You know my computer. So I don't trust them forever after.
And then I just assume that I'm gonna break something, so... The Thievius Raccoonus. Okay, I love these games. I've watched her play, like, pretty much all of these games.
Because Sly Cooper is awesome.
Played them vicariously through Maria. Because, as you know, I can't jump for shit.
True, and this game involves a lot of jumping, so...
Yeah. No, Sly Cooper's one of my favorite amorphous animals.
Indeed. And it's funny because, like, for a long time, we didn't have characters like this. Because, like, after Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, which was kind of the era of that because we had the whole Mario vs. Sonic thing, we stopped seeing characters designed like this. And so Sly kind of came up after a few years, and I was surprised when he arrived.
I wonder what sort of programming they've got in his tail. Look at it.
Probably took a while.
It twitches.
Yeah.
It's quite excellent. But I like how this entire opening involved a lot of really not stealthy things. He just, like, throws bricks off of the roof, lands on a sign that almost falls. Right? It's like, I'm super graceful,
Sly,
sort of.
Come in!
Oh, God.
Sly! Do you read me?
Stop
I
screaming!
read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Sly is actually the first game I ran into that had fully voice-acted everything, even during the levels.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
So basically it's like his thief senses are tingling?
Basically, yeah.
I love the sound it makes, though.
Yeah, I really love pretty much everything about these games, but the whole cartoon feel is what I love the most, I think.
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention you'll be fried to a crisp. Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
I've actually, like, never explored this extensively. Less wanted. Yes. So, if you couldn't tell, we're in France.
It was so totally French, guys!
That door must be super reinforced, Sly. Maybe there's a way to get around it.
Like a window.
Get around it.
Way to go, Sly. This This is where Inspector Carmelita
It's not
Fox stashes
suspicious to
all
get
her
him onto
important
the
files.
number 1. I'm not sure
I
why.
hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
I've been playing Kingdom Hearts too much. Was pressing the circle button to jump.
You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
I might actually like it. It's his first time. There's a certain rhythm to the shock pistol shots, and I'm not because she always, I think it's usually that shot that gets me. I jump too quickly, and she gets me with that one.
You can't escape me, raccoon!
She has such an anger.
She does.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I
Happy
met 2
camper?
guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
Dun dun dun.
So I'm gonna say, because I've heard most of my friends who've also played the Sly games actually did not start with the first one, they started with the second. You're probably all noticing Carmelita has a different voice here. She actually has a different voice for every single game. I'm not sure why they can't seem to keep the same voice actress for her.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
So if you want to replay cutscenes, just come and talk to Bentley.
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Now, I think this is something people miss too. If you click over to the other side, you'll find Murray, he's doing something different every single time you come over here.
The
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog.
Oh, only what the? Okay. Only
As
one
a
of his
young
eyeballs
man,
is
this
blinking at a time.
hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury
Frogs.
and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights.
Well then.
The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was
Whoa,
off the
Tom.
sunny coast of
Put that back in your mouth, so help me.
Island, comfortably
So
situated in
weird.
the middle of a perilous Welsh triangle.
I love how we always have title cards for each section of
He's it's so excellent.
the game.
Like,
I love it.
Tide of Terror. I like how the only part of any of the Sly games that I've ever actually played myself was that rhythm game with the crocodile dude.
Don't spoil things.
I'm sorry. Spoiler alert, there's a rhythm game!
I think there's actually one in every Sly.
Is there? What? I've only played one
I'm not
rhythm
sure.
game. I love rhythm
Something
games.
like that.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission.
Is that
See
why
that
you
nasty
sound so,
looking
like,
gate?
distraught?
It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure. And like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Bentley always sounds in some state of distress, though.
A little bit.
I like how the bottles are
Now,
balanced.
this is very interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
So, on the note of clues, if there's any cutting or speeding up, it's probably because I couldn't find one and took ages to get the last one. Just a heads up. But the other thing about the first game, in contrast to the ones in the rest, you actually do not have a health bar here. We only get...
Did you just start crawling up that backwards?
Yes, I did.
That's
He's
excellent.
that
He's
skilled.
still that skilled, that's right.
But we don't have a health bar in this first game. We only have it's kind of old school that way, in that we only get one hit unless we get an item, which I have not gotten at this time. I will make note of it when I do. A lot of people I know were kind of intimidated of the first game because of that. They didn't want to die in one hit. It's actually not that bad.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Wait, the lights cause you to spontaneously combust?
Not exactly. Do you want me to demonstrate?
Acute combustion? What does that mean exactly?
Sure, I guess since we're just at the beginning. No, that's right. We get a warning, and then let's see what happens.
Oh,
That's
oh
what
God.
happens.
It's a laser beam.
Yeah.
Well, heck, imagine if more spotlights were laser beams.
But right. So it's you only get one hit in these games unless you get an item that will get you an extra hit. It's balanced by the fact that, as you saw earlier, most enemies also take one hit, so it's not that bad. Also, unlike the other games that happen later, we don't have a sort of main area with a bunch of jobs to do within that area. We actually have a lot of levels where we get from point A to point B.
Apparently a lot of stuff is breakable.
Everything is breakable around here.
Is that kind of like the everything is edible clause?
Yes.
Even people?
These are our little way markers, or checkpoints.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Oh god.
Are they supposed to be like walruses?
Yes.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Well, that was something also I really liked about Sly that I found interesting, is our main weapon is a cane. I don't think I've ever played as a character who has their main weapon as a cane.
And it's fucking useful.
Right? I feel like all of a sudden we need more of this. But it's also really clever because it's shaped in a seed for his family. Sly's having some issues on that ledge. It's like a reverse hamster.
Okay, you're kind of ignoring mine.
You don't actually have to buy things in this game. Unlike in the later games where you buy your power-ups, that doesn't happen here. Here, coins are only really used for gaining extra lives. It's kind of old school like that.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues in bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
Not that one, Sly. Choice. I have all
You
of them.
found it, Sly. That's the final clue to crack the code. Now find out both. Press the circle to enter the vault code. The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
Who does that though? I've got this vault with this code, and I'm going to put clues in bottles all over the place.
Someone who has too much free time.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoon.
Someone like the Riddler.
Right?
Old Sly Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to
So
use
this is how we get most of our moves in the first game. We find all the vaults in every single level. So there's actually, instead of like 5 vaults throughout the game, there's more like 5 vaults for every section. So this is kind of like a
Must have been important.
This is how we get in.
Nobody. Wow. I didn't.
I've never heard that foghorn go off, actually.
That's the second
Never.
time. I like he doesn't even like use like a normal key. He's like, I'm gonna throw this shit in the door. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm too badass for that. If you actually have trouble getting over this ledge, I think a message turns
Now might be a good
Yeah.
time to mention that hitting the X button twice will give you an extra high jump flip.
I don't know who wouldn't have tried to do a double jump by now, with so much jumping.
Right? I'm pretty sure everybody that plays a video game understands that there's usually a double
That blimp
jump
looks like the
somewhere.
most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
It's like it was like reverse RPG like side questing.
Yeah.
To do this, you need this, but to do that, you need to get this, and to get that, you have to do this, and you're like, dude, does this ever end?
No. Not ever. Okay.
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when
You're
you
always
take any
after me,
damage.
Lucky
Oh
Charms.
god. But yes, this is the item that will get you an extra hit. If you collect a second horseshoe, then it will become gold and you get 2 extra hits.
Most excellent.
I see, chaps. My heartiest congratulations to you all. The storm machine has sunk its 50th ship last
She's in the ground.
Luke has already been unloaded. Our operation is
Yep.
moving along splendidly. With the possible exception being the gross negligence displayed below decks, and I demand the boilers stay at full pressure at all times. If you lazy, lowbrow, technically incompetent pack of gutter snipes did your jobs right, we'd have sunk 100 ships by now.
Anger
Of
issues.
course, 50 boats is a fine, fine achievement. Carry on, my boys, carry on.
That tends to happen at least once every enemy locale that we go to. So.
It's not an angler. Oh, look at that! Look
Oh,
at
it
that
is.
fish!
What the-
Yeah!
How have I never noticed this?
That's
What
so
the-
cool. Can you break it?
Maybe? Nope.
Surprisingly
Surprisingly unbreakable.
It's because it's so pretty. Pretty sculpture of an ugly ass fish.
But this is another thing I really love about the Sly games. It's just like the way everything is designed. Nothing. We don't really have a lot of straight edges around here. Everything has it's all kind of corkscrewy or slightly crooked, and it's just awesome. Okay.
It's fun.